The 8 easy steps to free yourself from childhood guilt and embrace your true self. Step 1. Understand what childhood guilt is all about. Childhood guilt is a feeling of regret, remorse, or sadness over something that happened in your past. It is not the same as adults' guilt. Adults know that they made a mistake and are responsible for their actions. Children don't understand this concept yet and so feel guilty about everything they do wrong. The feeling of childhood guilt can be present in adults as well. It usually stems from an event in the past where you were wronged and did nothing to stop it, or where you felt like you could have done more to help someone who was being hurt by someone else. Step 2. Understand the cause of your guilt. In this video, we will explore the causes of guilt and how to deal with it. Guilt is a feeling that can be triggered by both intentional and unintentional actions. It can be a result of something you did or didn't do. It is a natural human emotion that can be healthy if it doesn't become too intense. There are 2 types of guilt. 1. Survivor's guilt, feeling guilty about someone who has died or been hurt because you survived. 2. Social guilt, feeling guilty because you have done something wrong in society's eyes. Step 3. Change your view on yourself and others for a greater sense of well-being. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with negativity, it can be difficult to see the good in ourselves and others. It is important to have a positive mindset in order to maintain well-being. There are many ways that you can change your view on yourself and others for a greater sense of well-being. One way is by practicing self-compassion. This means being kind to yourself when you make mistakes or feel bad about something you did. It also means being kind to others when they make mistakes or feel bad about something they did. Another way is by practicing empathy-taking. This means putting yourself in the shoes of others and understanding their feelings and thoughts even if they are different from yours. You can do this by using an empathic listening technique like reflecting back what someone just said, paraphrasing their thoughts, or asking them questions about how they feel about what just happened to them so that they know you understand them even if you don't. Step 4. Accept the fact that you're not perfect. It's time to get over the idea that you are perfect. You're not. You're human, and that means you will make mistakes. But it's also time to stop beating yourself up about those mistakes and start learning from them instead. We all make mistakes, but we have to learn from them in order to grow as people and professionals. If we don't learn from our mistakes, it will take us a lot longer to improve our performance or change professions altogether. Step 5. Regain control over your thoughts and emotions. We spend a large chunk of our life thinking about things and experiencing emotions. These thoughts and emotions can be very powerful and can influence our behaviors, actions, and decisions. The problem today is that we are bombarded with a lot of information from different sources. Some of these sources might not have the best intentions for us in mind. This constant bombardment leaves us confused, stressed, or even depressed. But we don't have to worry too much, because there are many ways to regain control over our thoughts and emotions. The first step is to identify what triggers these negative thoughts or emotions in the first place so that we know what to avoid in order to reduce their intensity. The second step is to develop new habits by practicing mindfulness meditation or using cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Step 6. Let go of expectations from yourself and others. We are constantly bombarded with expectations from others, and we often put a lot of pressure on ourselves to meet those expectations. This section will help you learn how to let go of the expectations that you have for yourself and how to deal with the ones that other people have for you. The first step is to understand what it is that people expect from you. Once you know what these expectations are, then it becomes easier to let them go because they no longer hold any power over you. You can also learn how to set your own expectations for yourself, which can be helpful if other people are disappointed in your performance. Step 7. Take control of how you spend your time with other people as to not be. Many people are not aware of how they spend their time with other people. They often feel like they're wasting time or that they're not getting anything done. However, this is not the case. Spending time with other people is a very important part of life, and it's important to know how you spend your time with them. In order to take control of your time, you need to be aware of what you are doing in the first place. An easy way to do this is by keeping track of your activities for a day or week and then categorizing them based on whether they were productive or unproductive. Doing this will help you understand what can be done to change things around so that more productive activities will take up more of your time instead of unproductive ones. Conclusion: is there a one key question that can liberate you from your childhood? This question is one of the most important questions that you can ask yourself. It will help you figure out what your true passions are and what you want to do in your life. The question is, what would I do if I knew I could not fail?